Alright guys, so I'm going to be giving a pretty basic virtual DJ tutorial. This is pretty much what I do when I make my mixes. And let me just start by saying that it's a pretty easy program to use, and using it does get you the feel for actual equipment, which I have tried before. And it's a pretty easy to use. I have the free version. I do have the crack for the full version. I'm just too lazy to use it because right now this is all I need. I'm still learning, but this is pretty much just basic stuff. Essentially, what you want to do in virtual DJ is take most perfectly dance music. You really can't. Mixing with music that you really can't dance to or that doesn't have a good beat, in my opinion, just is not really, it's not really mixing. You can mix songs like that. Like I can take a country song and then take a metal song and try and beat match that, but it's very hard to do. So I have two examples here. This is my first one. I have Turbulence by Steve Aoki and Laid Back Luke featuring Lil Jon, and I have Electro Gladiator V2 by Ali Nadim. And I'm going to start this actually back here. I usually have this as a hot cue. Your hot cues are, I don't use them that much, but they are useful. I have this set to right when the beat, right when the hard house beat starts. So it goes like this. We hit turbulence! Like that. But I'm going to start it right here. I'm going to start it at the beginning just because, it's, for example, the beginning of the mix. Now, what I'm still using is when you start off, you don't want to use this very much. This is the crossfader. You want to keep this in the middle. Just mix using the volume. Bring this up or down and then bring this up or down. If you do want to use a crossfader-like effect like that, with the volume, you can just right-click here and then let go of the right-click. You just hold it down and you can, do something similar to a crossfader, but it's not as easy to use the crossfader as it is to just use the volume. So I'm going to use this as my max volume point. Actually, I'm going to use this as my max volume point since I am recording this. So now, first what you're going to want to do is find two songs with similar BPMs. Now these actually have the exact same BPM, but anywhere between 5 above and 5 below your BPM should be alright. If it is above or below, all you have to do is hit sync and it will sync it up. Now when you first start playing your song, so yeah, that's a good volume level, maybe. Okay, yeah. I don't have a headset or anything, so it's gonna be kind of hard to hear me. But there you go. You have a nice steady beat right there, and it does go into a whole song. Now, if you wanted to, you could loop that beginning and just use that as kind of a looping beat, and then you could bring it into another song and have that looping beat in the background. So here we have our song. So you let that play. And then when you're ready to beat match it, I have my hot cue right here, although I'm going to bring it a little bit before that because I need time to sync it. So what you're waiting for is the fourth beat, because most of these virtual DJ usually puts the beats in a 4x4 time signature. So essentially what you want to do is you just want to start it when the fourth beat, which is the longer little bar of the squares, that's when the longer bar of the squares is matched up. So, we're going to keep playing and we're going to try and do that, and, we're going to be a little off, but once we do, we're just going to hit sync a few times. You really only have to hit it once, but a lot of people just, rapidly tap it. So here we go. Alright, we're going to start playing this, we're going to sync it, and then we're going to bring this up. Actually, that was a bad point to bring it in. Let's go back to this. And now. You can hear that now. I'm going to bring that up to there. Alright, so now I pretty much have the beats matched right here. This is a pretty good match. A little bit shaky on the, it's got a little bit too much sound, but when you're ready, you usually don't have to keep two tracks on the same deck, you usually don't have to keep two tracks playing on both decks for that long. So when I'm ready, I can go ahead and I'm going to pick this one to backspin it out, and then I need to find a good point, so wait for the song to go a little bit. I'm going to be about right here at this point. but that's fine. Okay, so there you have right there, and then you just let that play, and then obviously if I wanted to, I could, sorry, bad habit, I could take this beginning, and this you see has a very nice bass line, or not bass line, but it's got a very nice, you know, beat. It's got, you know, it's a steady, if you listen, beat, 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 you know, it's simple like that. So if you wanted to do something like that, you could start it right here at the first square here. Actually, no, you want to usually start it right about there, and then you do a 4-beat loop. All right, and then it should sound something like. And see, that's a very steady beat, and you could essentially take anything into that and match it, and it would sound pretty good. Now, my next example here, instead of just looking for it, I'm just going to go ahead to my history here. Where was it? Alright, yeah. Electro Gladiator and Uprising, I'm pretty sure it was. No, it was Structure and Uprising. Okay. So we have Structure by CZR and Uprising by Muse, and we're going to match these. Now, we're going to match these by looping, which is what I intentionally wanted to do. So, it was around here, pretty much anywhere. This song by CZR it's I think like an 80s house track. It's pretty old. But it's got very, very steady beat. So I'll have you listen to it. I mean, see, that's just really just very steady. Now, one thing is, I don't know if it's the file type or if it's just the song, but the volume on this is kind of low. So when I match this with Muse, I want to have Muse's volume a little bit under this because Muse is a little bit louder than this. But as you can see, our BPMs are not matched yet, so what we want to do is, usually it's best to go up with the BPMs. Sometimes you can go down, or you can even match BPMs while you're playing using the beat grind to kind of mask it. So I'll show you right here. And then, see, and you really can't tell that I just moved it down a few BPMs. But we're gonna stick to the original. We're gonna stick to 130 on this one, and we're gonna match Muse with that. Okay. Now, you want to find a loop in this song, so I'm gonna pick right about. Oh no, there we go. Right about here should be good. Beat, beat, beat. Okay. We're gonna do another 4-beat loop, and it should sound like. All right. Good. So we got that going. So let's get that going. Alright, and then we can essentially just bring in Muse from the beginning of the song and sync that up. There we go. Usually when you sync it, Virtual DJ doesn't always put both of the 4th beats together, but you know, it's hard to do that anyway, so I just kind of let Virtual DJ do what it does. Okay, so now we can bring this song in. Actually, I'm going to bring that up a little bit up there. And as you can see, it's essentially just the Uprising song with a little bit of beat in the background, with a different kind of, you know, with a different kind of beat. Now, Virtual DJ isn't that great at this, but if you want, you can actually kill the bass or kill the vocals on this song. This is the bass equalizer. Usually, you don't want to mess with the equalizers, but if you just right-click this, it takes everything off of it. You know, you could do that, but I'm gonna put the bass back on. And then there you go. It sounds pretty good. Again, you really just want to experiment with Virtual DJ. It took me what 4 or 5 months to just get something like this, maybe a little bit better than this, but you just gotta play with it for a while. It's a fun program to use, but it can be taken seriously. I kind of use it for both. I have my casual uses and I have my serious uses. But yeah, that's pretty much a basic Virtual DJ tutorial, and I'm not sure how long that was, but it was something around there. I probably should have recorded. Just some quick tips: if you want to record, you just start recording. You configure it to send it where you want to send it. You can pick a bitrate up to 320, which is higher quality. And another quick thing is if you are looping. So say for example, I'm looping here. 4. If you are looping, you can't just backspin with the loop going, or else it'll sound like this. You have to go out of the loop for it to work. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I will get some RuneScape videos out when I can, and I'll probably make another video about that because I can't record RuneScape at the moment, and I will detail you on that later. Alright, peace.